Hello everyone, welcome back to GxCraft. And we are still deep within HomeStory Cup 4. Game 2, or probably one of the other games. It's actually hard to keep track of the order of things. Either way, we have a new game, PvP, between... Actually no, it's not PvP, is it? Yes it is. We have between this... Probably. Alternate attack Sock versus the previously playing iNcontroL. And we're seeing they're putting their pylons down at virtually the same time, because usually when you want to play a game with Protoss right, you need a pylon. It's just a rule of thumb. And the chronos are... yeah. Protoss is exactly the same when it comes to the opening. Unless they decide they want to mine. Alright, I'll just get this out of the way. Alright, let's actually start introducing Socke, actually. Going from Team Alternate Attack, known as Thus, or however you might pronounce it, he's actually a very, very good player over in Germany. Been playing Protoss for quite a while. In fact, as far as I remember, like, he's been playing Protoss even during his days in Brood War. Alright, we're gonna see Scouts coming back, and now iNcontroL Scout is gonna come on in. And he's actually been winning quite a few games, as I remember. Like, you know, recently winning, one of the MLGs, I believe? No, he came third in that. But, regardless, he's a pretty impressive, Protoss player. I mean, you know, about as impressive as, let's say, you know, an original EG team leader. And, did he just deny his gas? No, that's his. I was about to say, like, it would be a different opening. I'm going to hurt your pylon. Yeah, there's not a whole lot starting up in this. The most we can see is Socke's getting his gate out faster. Meanwhile, he is making his first zealot first. I don't quite know why. Okay, now they're chronoing their warp gate at around the same time. Socke instead choosing to get his stalker out first. I'm actually there's actually very few things I can talk about before the game actually gets started here, because it's a PvP. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people complaining about PvP, actually, like, nope, there's something going on. That probe is gone. Goodbye, probe. Won't ever get to see you again. I've actually had a lot of people complaining about PvP, and I can kind of see why. That stalker is much faster than I realized. Looks like he might be pushing in. Socke will not like this one little bit. He's gonna get revenge by killing that probe off. And now that he has the higher stalker count, he's probably gonna be able to get away with this. That pylon is immediately cancelled. That pressure is immediately put away thanks to its alternate attack Sock. I really need to remember how they call it. Alt Sock. I'll call him Socke. Or Sock. I forget how it's actually pronounced. I could call him GxCraft. However, his name is... I don't know how to pronounce anything for you, Sock. Why do you do this to me? These stalkers just gonna look around, check for potential pylons. I'm not sure if it actually even looked inside there, but whatever. Did it? Yeah, I guess it did. Meanwhile, there's a hidden probe. And it's like, oh, what's that? I'm gonna put a pylon over here. Now we're gonna see some pressure over by little Socke here. And once again, the higher stalker count will be the victor. Is he gonna be able to nick one off? He's gonna... Come on! Fortunately, they have the same movement speed, so it's probably not going to be able to pick up that Stalker. But we are going to see on this front, actually if you take a look at the income, they're pretty identical. We are going to see on this front, though, that he's deciding to get a... crap. Okay, here's the major difference. Sock going for Stargate. EGiNcontroL favoring instead to go for the Robo. And I can see why. But aside from that... Oh no, he's... Yeah, okay, yeah, they're both 4-gating. His forces coming back on in. That probe wanting to know what the fuck is up. There's also... Oh, he also has a pylon here. I never noticed that. He's gonna be doing a bit of Phoenix harass, looks like. Let's see how well that's... I think he did supply block himself, though, because I know he has the resources for this. Oh, well. Okay, but yeah, those Phoenixes are gonna... Oh, is he gonna catch that? And there goes a dip in my... Okay. We are seeing that he's gonna be making a bit of a push. Unfortunately, he's gonna catch wind of that. His probe was on the Zelnaga watchtower at the time. He's going to be coming in. And not a move was made yet. But that is going to distract him long enough for the Stalkers to come on in. And here it goes. He's instead using it to lift things up. Lift one thing up. Snipe it out. Here they come again. Better watch out with that one Phoenix. Oh no! Artosis Pylon, what are you doing here? Now he will not be able to bring his forces back up. And he's forced to take all his probes off the line to try to surround. Don't really be able to do anything about this Phoenix harass. I don't think so. They're just going to be able to do whatever they please. The probes are doing ridiculous amounts of damage, surprisingly though. But... okay, that's just a weird counter. I'm sorry. You can't do that. My counter is... Phoenix Probe! With 2 Stalkers that I previously seen. Oh, oh yeah, he is Pylon. He's gonna be able to see... No, what's the use? Okay. This is the weirdest all-in I've ever seen. Phoenix Probe combo. And that's really all it's up to right now. Because he decided not to put a pylon here when he had the chance. And I think that's game. Aside, unless this one probe manages to do a fucking miracle play. One probe hitting Stalker. Yes. Oh yeah, I still forgot to mention, EGiNcontroL still using Attention Delphi's account. I mean, alternate attack Delphi's. If you give him time, he will win it for me. Okay, GG. Okay, apparently he was hoping on the fact that his probe would have a miracle play as well. But very, very well done. I'm actually kind of shocked that he took all, Socke actually took all his probes off the line like that. Just to finish this off, but you know what? It won the game, so I'm not going to be complaining. But I think the sinker was those pylons. Like, I know 2 should have been enough, but apparently not. That was his focus for a good chunk of the engagement. And obviously it led him to win the game. Well, he comes out scot-free with no probes. And apparently there was an attack here. And apparently he also got Artosis Pylon. In fact, no. Let's just assume that's exactly what happened with these 2 zealots. Which caused him also to not be able to reinforce, but he has 50 minerals, so what's he gonna do? Oh well, okay, that's one game for alternate attack Socke. Or ATAX, whatever the hell you want. Thus will be moving on to the next round with 1 win, and let's go on to game 2 now. Hello everyone, and welcome back to game 2, HomeStory Cup 4, round of 32, between Mr. EGiNcontroL, using aTnSocke's account, or alternate Dolphy, using Dolphy's account, and Mr. Socke. Okay, we previously have seen a pretty all-in-ish game from both of them. Hopefully this time we'll see a bit of more of a longer engagement, but I wouldn't put out much hope because it's still a PvP. Alright then, now, I do want to say that I really like Phoenix Harass in general. I think it's rather underused from what I've seen, but I'm in bronze, so maybe that's why I haven't been seeing it. We're seeing once again we're seeing a relatively similar opening. We are gonna notice that Socke is gonna just check around, and then he'll be on his way to possibly scout. Nope, yeah, I guess that's what he's doing. Yeah. All right. Alright. But yeah, scouting virtually at the same time here. Oh, and yeah, once again they're getting assimilators at the same time, and so boring. Oh no, it's the same build also. I guess this is the optimized build for Protoss, but I would really love to see some kind of variation in the future where someone just decides to go double assimilator before fucking pylon, and then they manage to win the game. Because I guess that's the only reason that this flies is because people want to get warp gate really fast. And the most successful build opener, at least, is 4 gate, so what are you gonna do? What is... oh. Once again, EGiNcontroL hoping on the fact that his probe will do tremendous amounts of damage and save the day. I mean, if it accidentally happens, that'd be lovely. But I do not think it will. Okay, both of them cornering out. The warp gate tech, obviously. But I had to make sure that it wasn't hallucination first. Because that would be so different, it's staggering. Oh god. Actually, I'm really hoping that Day 9 just decides to do Fun Day Monday, where he decides, oh, and you can't get warp gate. That's it. That's the only restriction, and then Protoss are just like, fuck. What the fuck do I do? Because I mean, unless you 2-gate proxy or something like that, like there's very little you can do. Deny. That stalker's gonna be moving on out. Okay, once again, we're seeing a virtually... oh no! We're seeing, EGiNcontroL is going for the robotics facility yet again, but instead... that is the wrong building. But instead... aTnSocke decides... I want a Twilight Council! I can't upgrade yet, and... I know I won't be able to make that high-tech a unit, but... I think Blink will make up for that. Or Charge, or whatever he decides to go with. It's a bit of a different pace, I guess. Better than Rush to Colossus, like my partners usually do. I'm kind of confused. Are we only seeing a few gates? That's what it looks like. It's so strange. Why are you only making 2 gates EGiNcontroL? Oh, because you want to fast expand. Oh, but that might not be the right idea, because he's going to be able to scout it. Oh no! Your 2 gate seem to have worked out for you. You'll have he basically was able to get enough resources out because he didn't have to spend it on 2 additional gateways. I should probably look at these guys. He didn't have to spend it on 2 additional gateways, so he was able to get a few more units out earlier on. But I do think he needs to start sinking that money into some more gateways, because by the time that he builds his forces up, he's going to have a lot more of it. Oh, and he's getting a robo as well. I guess to counter his observer, because that's what we do in the future. And now that probe is dead, and this pylon will go unnoticed. I wonder if he's gonna know. He's just gonna instinctively think, "Oh, that probe came from there, so I should be careful." But he's doing a virtually similar thing, only there's a lot more space. So you take a look at the army count. Socke has a lot more of an army, and that's a lot of stalkers. Is he researching Blink? I just realized. No, he researched Blink. Apparently I'm very slow to the cause. And now he's going to be blinking on up. Blinking on up. Oh no, and once again there's only 2 pylons powering these structures. But he needs to be able to do something about this. Oh no, okay, it's a battle of micro, and of course I put the camera the other way. Oh, that engagement ended badly. Luckily, you know, EGiNcontroL got those immortals out. Otherwise, he may have been dead meat. Those immortals are fine. And now we're gonna be seeing... And there goes his observer! Right before they could kill his, too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing that he's making a move here. I don't think he sees... Yeah, now he sees it. Oh, this is gonna be ending terribly bad for us. So he tries to retreat for a little while, all the while continuing to warp in stalkers. Getting more and more workers. Oh my, actually, EGiNcontroL, you need to work on your probesmanship. That's actually pretty bad. That's really bad. That's a big differential. He's gonna be able to have enough forces out. I'm calling it. I'm fucking calling it. I don't know the result, but I'm calling it. That Socke will have enough forces to trump. Once again, that pylon gets thoroughly hit. Unfortunately, all these immortals are gonna protect him from even this very well microed fight. I don't know where I was going there. But I do want to see him make use of this pylon, because until he goes on the offensive, he's going to be very, very, very caught behind. So he just made like a quick harass, because he is spending a lot of his... What is that asteroid? Is that asteroid in the foreground? No, it's just like really close. I never realized it. Okay. Now he's finally pulling some of that into... I missed an engagement. I think he's aware of this. I think he's aware that I missed the entire fight. But he's going to be looking around, he's going to catch wind of this pylon. EGiNcontroL is doing much better than the last game. Just for the fact that his build is a little more thought out. I think it could perfectly counter mass Blink Stalker. But what is Socke doing? He's getting charge. He's getting charge and Templari. I'm kind of worried what will happen. Especially because this is essentially a one-base army. With no upgrades. But that Colossus is going to help. Unfortunately, it's not going to help terribly well against Blink. Extended Thermal Lance. Coming on out. And it's also not going to be that great against Templari. Which I think he is going to research this storm upgrade. Just realized this thing was open. He's making Socke is making sure he knows when he gets third. Although he could just as easily expand over here. It's pretty secretive. Okay. He's moving on out. This automation bot is gonna... Oh, wow. Okay, now he has a higher composed army. Take a look at the food count up here. Like, tank. He has a much more balanced army. But that Colossus, if he micros this effectively, he may be able to use his Colossus in his favor. But this Templari, I don't know if he go... Yes, he is. He's going Archon. He's going fucking Archon. And against this small force, because he's decided, like, iNcontroL decided to get more high-tech units than gateway units. But I think the sheer amount of zealot numbers with charge is going to completely obliterate him. And now he's reinforcing with pylons so he can do whatever the hell he wishes. He's banking up because he can't spend all this money fast enough. But luckily, here come the reinforcements. And it's going to come down to this. I think he's going to be able to... He doesn't see that. Oh my... Okay. Those Archons immediately push everything back. He is completely hosed. Unless... Oh, see, that's the perfect thing to do here. Unfortunately... He is reinforcing faster than he can make his own units. And building more Colossus is not the proper solution here when he has Archon, Immortal, Stalker, and Chargelot. So, I don't know. We'll see. No. We won't even see. This is done and gone. Well played, GG. So that will be the ending for EGiNcontroL and this set of rounds. We'll see how he does on his last match in a moment, since apparently we're going to be going through all of EGiNcontrol's first. But that was a very, very well played macro game. I shouldn't say like heavy macro, but you could see that he's still reinforcing everything. It was such a weird composition too. I mean, Sock tends to go a bit more out of the standard when it comes to mid-game transitions. Obviously not in the beginning because it's fucking Protoss, but like Archon, Immortal, Chargelot, I would not have expected. He seemed more like the type that would at least get some upgrades out, though. It might be just me, because he definitely had the money. But I'm a upgrade whore, so... But yeah, he would have been torn asunder unless he had a third base. Or even if he just managed to spend more money reinforcing his units rather than going high-tech. Because I think that would have been able to handle a lot of this. A lot of these. Or even just getting more Immortals out to handle these frickin' Archons. But my analysis is Bubkus. He finally managed to get a pylon out. Maybe if he went mass cannon he would win. Or no, I know what the solution would have been. He could win heavy probe. Probe's could have saved the day. Okay, that is game 2. We will be looking at EGiNcontrol's following game in the coming time. But until then, we will see that Sock definitely handily won this match 2-0. Not doing terribly good for EGiNcontroL right now. So, until then, that is HomeStory Cup 4. We will see you again next time.